We want to get right to our cover story, the drama surrounding Don't Worry, Darling. Shia LaBeouf now disputing director Olivia Wilde's claim that he was fired from the movie, saying that he quit the production. Mona Kosar Abdi is here with more. Good morning to you, Mona.
Good morning to you, Eva. Olivia Wilde is less than a month away from the debut of her second directorial film, Don't Worry, Darling. It's a psychological thriller about a 1950s housewife living with her husband in an experimental community. But ahead of its release, the off-screen drama surrounding Wilde has taken center stage.
What are we doing?
Changing the world.
A public disagreement brewing between director Olivia Wilde and actor Shia LaBeouf over their conflicting stories on his separation from the forthcoming movie, Don't Worry, Darling.
I'm curious to hear where she's going with this.
In a Variety cover story published Wednesday, Wilde claims LaBeouf was fired, previously slated to play the male lead, the role later going to Harry Styles.
I'm so sorry I forgot to tell you, but you're not feeling very well. And the only way to cure it is if we stay home all day and I tend to you.
The headlines do help bring attention to a movie.
The filmmaker saying he, LaBeouf, has a process that in some ways seems to require a combative energy, and I don't personally believe this is conducive to the best performances. LaBeouf now denying he was ever fired, saying he quit the film, sharing with Variety emails he says he sent to Wilde after her claims of firing him were published. One reading, quote, "You and I both know the reasons for my exit. I quit your film because your actors and I couldn't find time to rehearse."
I think Shia really decided to write this letter because he's in a tricky time in his career. And for someone to say that he is difficult to work with, it's really going to affect his career in a way.
Also sharing with the magazine screenshots of text messages allegedly sent in August of 2020 of an exchange discussing his exit from the project. According to Variety, the texts point to the two meeting in person in Los Angeles. Later that night, Wilde allegedly sending LaBeouf a text writing in part, quote, "Thanks for letting me in on your thought process. I know that isn't fun. Doesn't feel good to say no to someone, and I respect your honesty. I'm gutted because it could have been something special."
In his email to Wilde, LaBeouf asked her to correct the narrative as best as you can, adding, "I hope none of this negatively affects you and that your film is successful." We reached out to both LaBeouf and Wilde for comment and did not get a response.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.